To draw the profile of a majestic island using the wheels of a bicycle is a creative and adventurous endeavour, but moreover an exciting personal challenge. The Majorca 312, already synonymous with excellence in cyclotourism, allows any willing soul to do exactly that. Huge numbers participated in the 5th edition as the Majorca 312 Iberostar Playa de Muro was brought to life. About 2,000 people form a multicoloured and multi-directional brushstroke, because there's also the option of riding the 167 kilometres of the Bicycle Holidays Max Hürzeler route, a reduced but no less demanding version. The Hotel Iberostar Playa de Muro is the operations centre of this social event that both promotes sport and contributes to tourism during the low season. Every year the event is led by a well-known ambassador, and in 2014 David Montaner, the recently crowned world champion in the marathon, was on hand to present the iconic white jersey.
Para mí será un entrenamiento.
It's an honour to be here today at the presentation of the official jersey and also to be one of the athletes supporting this event. The Majorcan and his partner in the marathon, the Menorcan Albert Torres, are just two of the famous participants that the organisers and sponsors are happy to have involved. It's a special edition this year because it's already the 5th. Furthermore, we have Miguel Indurain and also the other 5 former 312 bib numbers, Orillo, Escartín, Beloki, Freire and Pereiro, all among us.
De la Mallorca 312, es una edición muy especial.
Race number 312 is the jewel in the crown, and it's reserved for big cycling champions. In this 5th edition, its owner is a legend, Miguel Indurain. The 5-time winner of the Tour de France was also present at the meeting with the authorities, led by the president of the Balearic Islands, José Ramón Bauzá. Fully involved in this event where he is the star, the man from Navarra is still a magnet for fans who already enjoyed seeing him at the pre-race briefing.
Y me comentaron esta posibilidad de venir a...
They asked me to come to the start and ride a few kilometres. I don't know if I'll be able to ride 312 kilometres or only the half, because the winter's been very hard where I live in Navarra.
Está en pleno invierno, pero intentaré hacerlo lo mejor que se pueda.
This place is a dream for anyone who devotes their lives to holding the handlebars and turning the pedals. From the Hotel Iberostar Playa de Muro, fully adapted to the needs of cyclists, to the many establishments that can repair any unforeseen mechanical problem. And of course, a stunning landscape that has attracted the giants of cycling that entertained us down the years at the Tour de France.
La isla, que es espectacular.
The island is spectacular, and also the cycling atmosphere too. And the Hotel Iberostar Playa de Muro is 100% devoted to cyclotourism.
Pues hace que nos llame la atención, ¿no?
Descubrir ya toda la primera parte de una Pollensa, entrar en la...
Oh, it's amazing to discover the first part of the route, Pollensa, and then to ride into the Serra de Tramontana. If you're in a good condition, you can enjoy the mountains, the gorges. It's really beautiful. I think the first part to Calvià is really special. The key to completing 312 kilometres in less than 14 hours or 167 kilometres in less than 9 hours is not only found in the legs. Mentality and strategy are the key. The word of a triple world champion.
Tomárselo con tranquilidad, porque son...
Take it easy because there's so many kilometres to go. Sometimes you think your legs are still okay, but then you reach kilometre 200 and it's another story. The start is an authentic spectacle full of colour, atmosphere and healthy social competition, even against oneself. The legendary names are grateful for the kinder weather than in the rainy 2013 edition. Now it's time to get on the bike and enjoy a unique experience.
A nice day, better than last year's weather, and hope to enjoy. Riders, for me it's not a race, I'm going to ride it to enjoy and talk to a lot of people.
The start is a bit complicated because of the many people and the nerves. Everybody wants to be at the front. We must try to control that, and the first mountain will begin to determine everybody's place, I think. The best Spanish cyclist ever has already warned that this is a relentless route, even more so taking into account the peculiarity of the Majorca 312. The first kilometres are a tangle of demanding steep slopes. The trilogy of Col de Sa Batalla, Col de Femenia and Puigmajor. The island skies shatter the legs of the least fit or of those riding at too high a pace. The difficulty of the race contrasts with the beauty of the locations that are taken in. The heart of the Serra de Tramuntata pumps to the beats of the almost 2,000 participants that are already divided into groups according to pace and ambition. The combination of a crowd for whom cycling is a way of life with an idyllic setting demonstrates the appeal of this race, so popular among Brits and Germans, although the melting pot of nationalities becomes bigger every year. Is the effort made to reach the first oasis, the feed point of Valdemossa, already 90 kilometers done. Time to recharge batteries, even the best need it.
Bien, buen día, un poquito fresco ahí.
Good day, a bit chilly during the descents. Now we can eat something. I have a nice group with Orach, Beloki, Escartin and company. Now I think we'll just try and reach the finishing line.
Llegar a meta.
And it will be hard for those searching for a magic formula to dance with cadence and a good pace on the bike. There's no secret, just to train and keep the right pace. You don't have to ride too fast in the first kilometers, otherwise you'll pay for that later. On the huge amount of food and drinks offered by the volunteers to hundreds of thirsty participants at every feed zone, there's also time for an intangible and valuable commodity: a smile.
Chicas guapas. Y bebida.
Beautiful girls, food, drinks, everything. Encouraged to get to Arta.
Y ánimos para llegar a Arta.
Valdemossa also symbolises the parting of ways between the Majorca 312 and the Majorca 167. Cyclotourists aiming for the latter objective head back towards Muro, passing through Joseta and Campanet. Many more kilometres await those who want to circumnavigate the whole island though. The only relief after so many hours in the saddle is that the topography becomes kinder. The mountains end after reaching the southern area of the Serra de Tramuntata and give way to terrain for the rouleurs. Leaving Banyalbufar, we go to Palma Nova with the Balearic capital already on the horizon. In Palma delights us with a postcard image as participants ride along the Paseo Marítimo. The cathedral, the real symbol of the city, greets the already scattered peloton, formed by riders getting, bit by bit, closer to their goal. They merge with the urban landscape, but they have no time for sightseeing. Their fleeting visit is just a waypoint towards Colonia de San Jordi. Almost 220 kilometres are engraved on the skin of these brave riders who long for the next feed zone. In Cap Blanc, one finally realises that Majorca 312 is a real challenge, and merely attempting to take it on is worthy of merit in itself.
Lo que te haga falta. Que no falte nada.
Tengo 60 años, fíjate, me he
Una máquina con 60 años.
Llame. Super race.
The guardian angels who look after the participants are the volunteers. Always attentive, they're essential to the proper running of the tour. Before dealing with the last few kilometres, where body and mind are confronted with their own limits, we see those who have already done their bit. The fastest at the finishing line of the Majorca 167 is Claudia Monti, with a time of 4 hours and 47 minutes. Elena Bila is the first woman, crossing the line in a time of 5 hours and 47 minutes. There's a steady trickle of faces showing both fatigue and pride. Now, it's time to rest. We help where we can, and will encourage all riders because we're more or less the equator of the race. We massage the legs, the lower back and the neck. At the end, a bit of stretching too. I'm really tired. I didn't expect it to be so hard. But the physiotherapist is doing well, and after, I'll go to rest. Without doubt, the good weather has contributed to the success of the day and to the satisfaction of those who've been part of this special event.
Muy bien, ha sido duro y había mucho nivel.
Oh, really good. It's been hard and the level's been high. I tried to get into the first group, but I just couldn't. At the end, I finished in around 50th place, so I'm quite happy.
Tired after that, but it was a beautiful road. I have to say, really, really nice. First time here, and we really enjoyed it, but pretty tired.
For that group, the only thoughts now are about recovery, sore muscles, and the plan to return to next year's race. But some, however, are still pedalling. After passing through Porto Cristo, the next village has a special atmosphere. Arta, the cradle of the Club Ciclista Artenets, the organiser of the Majorca 312, is also a big party with music and entertainment to push the riders on. That finish, again in Playa de Muro, is once again thrilling. It comes down to an exciting sprint between 11 riders.
A metà percorso Tony Tauler ha accelerato.
Tony Tauler broke away. He was 20 kilometres in front, but we accelerated and were able to catch him. At the end, we took control and I could win the sprint.
Controllati molto, però sulla volata avevo ancora le gambe per vincere.
And Graziano Paris is the first to cross the line in a time of 9 hours, 8 minutes and 50 seconds. The average speed was over 34 kilometres per hour, and local idol has also finished in the front group, Tony Tauler.
Muy bien.
My idea was to arrive with the first group at the feed point in Arta because I'm a member of the Arta Cycling Club, but I had a flat tyre and unfortunately I couldn't do it. But here, everybody is a winner. All have passed their exam today and will sleep like a log. Souvenir of their heroic deed, a donation to UNICEF that receives €2 from each registration. Depending on the training, it's more or less demanding, but even having trained, I think it's really hard. I was in front during the first few hours, and from then on, I was just exhausted. And once again, with a spectacular performance, Tatiana Ruff is the fastest woman for the second consecutive year. She spent 9 hours and 44 minutes on the bike.
At the moment, tired legs and neck, and hungry, of course.
Yet again enjoyed by the peloton of the 5th edition of the Majorca 312 Iberostar Playa de Muro. It's already an enormous event on the international cyclo-tourist calendar. The roster of familiar faces has reached its height this year with the presence of an idol such as Miguel Indurain. The crowd of local and foreign anonymous heroes was also there. If you liked it and if you want to trace the profile of Majorca with the wheels of your bicycle, remember the 25th of April 2015, the date of the 6th Majorca 312.
Que siga el pelotón, que siga este pelotón.